Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Tuesday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, it has been a wonderful start to the day so far. Take a look at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam at all those cool, soft blues. We've got a cloudy one expected for today. Temperatures expected to get back up into those mid to low 70s, and then we're going to climb a little bit higher throughout the week before we start to decrease due to some incoming storm systems. But for today, all you got to worry about is a little bit of cloud coverage and something called Virga. More on that in a second here. But as we head into the midweek, some of that potential for showers begins to increase ever so slightly, but today we're going to be seeing some breezy conditions as well. All that and more in today's full weather forecast. So we've got this thing called Virga that you could possibly expect for today. And what that is when moisture falls from the clouds, but it evaporates before it hits the ground. So what that means is you could be seeing a little bit of extra humidity in the air, that dew point in the single digits for today, but not technically seeing any rainfall for the day. Right now, though, you're waking up to 39 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose just a couple degrees cooler at 36. Delta splitting the difference at 37, with Paonia and Nucla all seeing those mid 40s to kick off the day. Seeing a little bit of cloud coverage for your morning here, even a little bit, ever so slightly, of that mixed precipitation in Glade Park this morning, but nothing really to write home about in that department here. You can expect some breezy conditions up to 15 miles an hour for different parts of the Grand Valley for today. So as you're heading through your day today, just keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit more than a slight breeze out today. For that bus stop forecast, getting those kiddos out the door to 47 degrees and some partly cloudy skies. Now, as you head throughout the day, that cloud coverage going to increase a little bit, as is that wind speed, and of course, so too does that temperature. We're expected to get up into those mid 70s for the day, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but not quite as warm as tomorrow. Temperatures continuing to be nice and warm for the region here, but as we head into the rest of the week, that is going to continue to expand. But today, the temperature is going to go nice and gradual up until noon, where you're starting to see those 70-degree temps, and that's going to be continuing on for the rest of the afternoon, going into the evening, along with all that cloud coverage expected for a majority of your day today. For that dog walking forecast, we got Herbie hanging out with us here all week long. It's going to be an interesting day to take your dog out for a walk. If you're okay with a little bit of cloud coverage, a little bit of wind, it's going to be a good one. May I recommend around that 11 a.m. hour, where those mid-60s headed your way, cloud coverage keeping you a little bit cooled off, just a little bit of breezes as well. But while you're outside, keep in mind that pollen, trees in the high category, mold hanging out in that low section, with some traces of grasses and weeds as well for your pollen outlook for the week here. Like I mentioned, tomorrow we're only continuing to warm up for a majority of the western region. Colorado seeing incredibly warm temperatures before we start to cool down a little bit. Looking ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, going to be seeing those cloudy conditions for today and tomorrow. 70s starting to pick up pace until those storm systems begin to cool us down at the tail end of the week. Cloud coverage, though, folks, that's the name of the game this week. It's going to be cloudy in Montrose as well, with a little bit higher chances for some precipitation. Hey, maybe even seeing some mixed precip over the weekend. But all in all, things are shaping up to be a phenomenal week on the Western Slope.